What up, chat? We got ourselves a fucking Nintendo Direct on the horizon. I'm so excited. We thought it would never happen, and Nintendo out of the blue came through after a couple of people sort of leaked some ideas and rumors that it might be happening this week. It came to fruition, which means we gotta do some fucking predictions. And if I recall correctly, chat, you'll have to remind me. I believe we finally got a bingo after years of trying last time, which is very fucking exciting. So we're on a fucking hot streak right now. The question is, can we keep it going? Probably not, because we're gonna go fucking big. The fact that we already got a bingo means that we can just go off the rails and predict anything. And I've got a fucking list here to go over with you guys. And if you've never done this before, we try to strike somewhere between realistic things that could pop up at this Nintendo Direct and complete hopes and dreams and going absolutely fucking bonkers. So we'll try to ride that line today, but we'll talk about all the options. We'll use it as a format in which we can talk about the state of Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch and what might be coming next, and probably have quite a bit of fun in doing so, one might say. What a fucking corny pitch for the show. Who's in? Who's in, baby? Chat, let's start off with just the worst thing that's ever fucking happened. We need to do a reaction. I think we need to do this. I think we deserve to do this. Let's take a look at what Nintendo is shoveling out the fucking door. Look at this bullshit. Look at this bullshit, dude.
Welcome to Tokyo, guys. Awesome.
Let me make me smaller real quick.
Everybody, 1, 2, 3. Yes, give yourselves a big round of applause.
It's already so bad.
Balloons. Walk the balloon until just before it pops, all right?
Let's go!
So it starts off, they're like, check it out, it's 1-2 Switch, but more people are playing. The theme, this feels so not Nintendo. Like, this is a first party, this is on Nintendo of America's YouTube channel. It feels so wrong. How is this possible? Give me that. Okay, so this is where it gets a little, all right, you're like, okay, wait, we got some Jackbox shit going on. And then this horseman comes out. Horace the horse.
Can now use your smartphone.
And who are these influencers that no one's ever met before? Can anybody identify anybody inside here? Anybody?
Ninjas on the right, let fly your throwing stars.
It looks so fucking dumb.
Begin!
Go, go, go!
Don't just swing your sword around. Don't just swing your sword around wide. Not
Are you
bad.
kidding?
Let's give Jenny a big round of applause. Well done. You can play with
It's
up
so
to
over the top and
100
unrealistic.
people. Let's party!
This is selling negative copies.
Everybody, what?
Everybody wants to switch!
This isn't happening anywhere, ever. No one's this pumped for everybody 1-2 Switch.
Sit down!
Bro.
Don't move. Let's go.
It honestly feels
1,
fucking
2,
insane.
3, 4,
No, Treehorn, no.
5, 6, 17.
It feels like a fever fucking dream.
Oh no, Camille.
Oh no, Camille, there's 100 people playing and you're gonna have time to call out every single person? This looks like something that a company would make you do at a mandatory meeting. We hired Horace the horse. Do this, chat. Do this. Practice. That's a nuts thing to put in your fucking trailer, bro. So anyway, we're streaming it next week. Oh shit. I think I gotta actually look into it because it truly I don't know. None of that stuff seems like we could actually play it not in the same room. Although you do use your phone as the controller, it looks like you need to be around. We'll have to see if any of those games even make sense for playing over the internet. We'll play it by fucking ear. But really weird. I mean, we're doing, so here's the thing, chat, we're doing Nintendo Direct bingo right now. But they dropped this right before. Again, all the signs point to people, the Nintendo folks are pushing this fucker out the door. It comes out in 10 days. We just got our first trailer for it the night before a Nintendo Direct. Why then, that being the case, would we show this off before the Direct? The only answer is so we don't have to show it at the Direct. You would think Nintendo wants everybody to buy and see their game. This is when you can get eyes on it. And it's like they don't want people to know that this game is coming out. It's being launched for half price. It was developed as a $60 fucking video game. And now it's being pushed out the door. So I would say, okay, there's no chance that we're going to see this tomorrow at the Direct. But then, not an hour later, Nintendo puts out this fucking trailer, which I thought for sure would pop up at the Nintendo Direct. I'm so fucking amped off this shit. Bandai Namco Publishing, Monolith Soft developed Kaitos 1 and 2 HD Remaster. Pushed out the door, bro. Pushed out the door the day before a fucking Nintendo Direct. It's so weird. You have a 40-minute Nintendo Direct tomorrow, and yesterday I would have called these sure things to pop up at a Direct that's happening tomorrow have been pushed out the door. It's one of the strangest marketing schemes, situations ever. Fellers required for that stream. I think that would be a tough sell. I don't think fellers are down for a lot. I don't think they're down for that. Also, this is the Nintendo America trailer, for the record. It's all in Japanese. This game's gonna be fucking sweet. But my thought is, and I don't know, chat, am I wrong on this? We leave these off of the bingo sheet. I think we leave them off the fucking bingo sheet. Truly. Which is wild. But god, this game's gonna be fucking fun as hell. Hard-based action battle system. It's tactical in sections, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's 3D. It's a 3D video game. Look at this shit, bro. Oh. It's gonna be nerdy as hell. This is not a stream game, chat. I'm not streaming this for you. This is a I'm playing in fucking real Gremlin Hours game. That's when we're doing it. Actually, terrible fucking trailer, if we're being honest. Terrible trailer. They could have done a lot better. A lot fucking better. Chat, let's play music that is... I don't know, I have a playlist that we use all the time, but like, what if you just Google Nintendo music, what comes up? You just play like a medley. This is songs to fill an empty head from 2 years ago. Various Nintendo music. Smooth brain system syndrome. It's fucking perfect. It's fucking perfect, wouldn't you say? I think so. What else we got coming? More Yoshi's Island. Yeah. It's a lot of Yoshi music. Let's see what else we have. 2 hours of fresh Nintendo music that I found in my fridge. Oh, this could be something. Ooh. Long still an empty head. I see what you think about chat. Yeah. Top 100 best Nintendo music. Ooh, relaxing Nintendo music. Nintendo music to start your day. Now this feels like the fucking good stuff, baby. Oh, 7 a.m. from Animal Crossing New Leaf. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. That's the stuff. You're loving it, right? No empty head, chat. Good head. Chat loves good head. That's what they always say. Alright, let's talk about the elephants in the room. Chat, have you read rumors on the internet? Please report in right now if you have. There are 2 big ones floating around, maybe 3 depending on how you look at it. The first one is a brand new 2D Mario video game, which is a long time coming. I really think that's gonna happen. So we're gonna add a 2D Mario game. 2D Mario. I guess I can capitalize it. 2D Mario. Added to the fucking list. I think that it is a shoe on. I heard Brad and Angelina might be breaking up. Treehorn, what year is it? What year is it? Oh yeah, my face is supposed to be big. Don't worry, chat, we got this. Look at me. Look at me. Real streamer. 2D Mario feels right. So the rumors that have been floating around for a while are exactly what I think we need for a Mario game. In that, Mario's great and all, but I think we need to do better. Chat, I will be putting all of our things in order for right now, where we'll put a Mario head to indicate our number one look at 2D Mario, and I'll just put it in the top section so that we are organized. I will then randomize using RNG, a random number generator, to create the bingo card for tomorrow's direct, which we will stream. That is obviously tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 a.m. Pacific. We'll get reactions going about 15-20 minutes early, hang out together and see what Nintendo has in store. But for right now, we're just gonna get everything down on paper so that we can fucking work on that shit. Bjorn says Zelda 35th anniversary game with a couple of remasters a la Mario. Pay no attention. It's the wrong year now. No, it's not happening. But I do have some Zelda predictions. Let me talk about the elephant in the room first. But I think that you're right on rumors because we'll get back to it. Tears of the Kingdom is out. Maybe we see some DLC for that, but I think Wind Waker Twilight Princess is still in the cards. I want to talk a little bit about the Super Nintendo situation. So the rumors today was that a very big Super Nintendo remake would be announced at this direct. And I don't know how to quantify it yet, chat. I wonder if we should put both of them on there, so if one of them pops up, we get credit, and if the other one doesn't, we expected it. But the rumor is that a Super Nintendo RPG is going to be remade for the Nintendo Switch. All fingers point to Super Mario RPG from Squaresoft or Chrono Trigger. Either would make me go fucking nuts. If it was like an HD 2D Chrono Trigger, they obviously tested the waters with Chrono Cross Radical Dreamers Edition last year and a half ago, which I think is a really good option. And it's obviously something that's been sought after by fans for so long. I mean, they put out Live Alive and not Chrono Trigger. They have to be working on this fucking thing. So let's write them both in for right now. We will write in Mario RPG and we will write in Chrono Trigger. We will go back and decide if we need to ditch one of these at any point. But for right now, let's get some Mario RPG imagery in here. Mario RPG to signify that we might be using this shit. We're fucking absolute streaming masters, bro. Look at this shit. Let's go. Bring this in. Rest it here so that we have visual representation. Yeah. And we'll do the same for Chrono Trigger. I would love to fucking see it. But again, talking hopes and dreams right now. I can't imagine it's now, but I think we ever get any Wii games on Switch Online. I do think that. Gingerbeard, you know what's cool? You know what would be cool? If they made an actual console again, not a fancy Game Boy. Hey, no. We love the Switch in this house. Fancy Game Boy, quite nice. Fancy Game Boy, good games. Fancy Game Boy, good games. Everybody agrees. Did you really have it out for the Switch like that? I can't imagine having so much hate in my heart for a console that gave me 2 Zeldas and Mario fucking Odyssey. I just like it too much, man. Okay. Those are the 2 big rumors right now. Let's talk about Zelda, chat. There are so many Zelda things that could be happening right now. So, the first one that's really obvious would be Tears of the Kingdom DLC. I think it's a little early to announce it, but at Nintendo's big show, if they want more eyes on it, they want their biggest game that's out right now to have a little bit of time in the spotlight, you announce DLC for it. But there are other options too. Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD for Wii U have been trapped on that console for a while. This time last year, it was almost fucking guaranteed that we were going to get announcements of these games. It did not happen. They are still somewhere on the back burner and allegedly still around. I think that Twilight Princess or Wind Waker could not only shadow drop, one or the other could get announced, both could get announced, one could shadow drop with a future release date for another. There are so many options for what could happen with these pair of games. Like Treehorn was saying, some sort of 35th anniversary remaster collection, another Zelda HD collection could happen. I don't think so. If they're selling Mario fucking Metroid Prime remaster for $40, they're selling Twilight Princess remaster for fucking 60, possibly 70, bro. I just wanted a Zelda and Metroid and Unreal. Is that so bad? No, it's not so bad. They just announced fucking Pikmin 4 is developed in Unreal 4. But unbelievable. It's the second first-party Nintendo game ever developed in Unreal. The first one was Yoshi's Crafted World. So weird, bro. So weird. I'm contemplating playing them on PC just because they won't give me a way to do so, not on the Wii U. Yeah, I would recommend a Wii U. If you don't already have a Wii U that's hacked wide open with a bunch of games installed on it, I mean legally obtained, you're fucking up. Go buy a Wii U for like $135 on the internet and make it your fucking Nintendo game jukebox. It is, in 2023, arguably the best fucking thing to own. You have a Wii U that's not hacked, then just go buy an external hard drive and a 4GB SD card and fucking thank me later, bro. Thank me later, bro. It's so sick. More Wii U stuff on the horizon, but chat, what I think I want to do here is I just want to put a Triforce. I don't think it's we can dig further in if you guys think it's unfair and we can split things up, but I feel like just a Zelda, anything Zelda new would be pretty good for me, because the other big pillar of Zelda questions right now would be, we have Tears of the Kingdom DLC, we have Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, which are the elephant in the room. It's, what is the Zelda Link's Awakening team working on? And for a long time, the rumor was Zelda, we're gonna call this Zelda something. All right, we'll just call it Zelda. A long time fucking rumor for Zelda. Where'd my Chrono Trigger picture go? I dragged that in here, right? I'm not fucking crazy. What the fuck happened? Bro. What happened? Oracle remakes, chat. The Zelda Oracle games. Oracle of Ages, Oracle of Seasons. Would be such a layup for them to do. They've been trapped on the Game Boy Color for so fucking long. They've popped up on virtual consoles, but those games could really use a fucking remake treatment that I think would be a really hot ticket to see. Why not have like, I swear like we had like an image for like a Triforce or something like that. It's not. I bet we got a good Link picture though we could use. We'll just make this little picture of Link happen. What do you think? Good enough, chat? Good enough. Chat agrees. Chat agrees. Unanimous decision. Good enough. Good shit. Good shit. May do that. Honestly, just never really thought about it. Just dug it out recently when people were having their Wii U tablets die forever, but mine was still fine. Yeah, mine's good. And honestly, like I got a little fucking 700 gigabyte dongle thing that's self-powered in the Wii U. It's really good shit. Really, really good shit. Okay. Zelda. 3 options for how Zelda could show up. Let's talk about a really fucking easy one, chat. This is such a fucking layup. Should we go down the DLC route right now? Because Tears of the Kingdom might be DLC. So let's do that. Let's just add Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart's fucking happening. The Mario Kart 8 DLC pack whatever will make an appearance. There's just no doubt about it. It always does. It's their shitty solution to having something cool and exciting for Nintendo fans with like a games as a service type situation going on. Obviously, for the longest time, it was our Lord and Savior fucking Sakurai coming through with new Switch, what the fuck? Chrono Trigger ended up over here, bro? What the fuck? Bro, I figured it out. We dragged Chrono Trigger into fucking OBS and not into Canva, bro. That's why it was over here. We sized it up nice and good, though. That's so funny. All right. So, we've got DLC for Mario Kart 8. Obviously, we used to get our Smash Brothers characters. Now every time there's a big direct, we get Mario Kart 8 DLC maps, which I'm really excited for. And we've got cosplay ready to go for the next Mario Kart 8 stream. We'll get Jimmy on here. We'll get him in his fucking DK onesie. You're gonna have me dressed up as Roy. You'll have to erase it from your brain and try to get back to sexualizing me one day. But for right now, you're gonna have to deal with that image in your fucking head. All right. Moving on from that DLC, I would say a no-brainer is Splatoon 3 DLC. I think that's fucking coming. There's a name for it. Let me Google it. Splatoon 3 DLC. It's like Last Meal or some shit like that. What the fuck is it called? Side Order. Listen, Last Meal wasn't a bad guess. Splatoon 3 DLC. Side Order. This is the, like, this one looked really interesting. It's like a what if, based on, like, I think if, I don't know the exact circumstance. If you know your Splatoon lore, you're fucking cringing right now because I can't think of it. But it's basically a what if type situation with if I think Chaos won instead of Order, if Order won instead of Chaos in one of the Splatfests or storylines or something like that. But it's the one that they showed a trailer for. It was a good trailer. Let me see if I can bring it up. Side Order. Here we go. Here we go. Check it out. It was at the end of the show. It looked really fucking cool. Here it is, here it is, here it is. Looks like this, chat. It almost gave me like Chicory vibes, where there was no color in the world and we're gonna be painting it in some way. But a really interesting aesthetic and a super nice tease for Side Order. I would love to see more of this. Would love to see it in action. Maybe we will. Pretty cool shit. Splatoon 3 expansion pass, Side Order. Still need to try Chicory. Chicory's really good. If you like a 2D Zelda game, play Chicory. If you like a game where you can express yourself with art and color, play Chicory. If you're just really excited to know what the fucking Beastie Ball, is that the name of it? People are working on before Beastie Ball? You gotta play Chicory. Run, don't walk. All right, we're good here on Splatoon. Let's talk more about DLC. I think we will probably see, as much as I hate to do it, chat, I think we're going to see Rabbids DLC. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. My only concern is that we didn't see it pop up at the Ubisoft show. And I feel like if Ubisoft had the opportunity to show Mario on their big stage, they would have. But also, it's pretty much confirmed that that game disappointed in sales. There was a really interesting interview that happened today with, or I guess excerpt from an interview that happened a little while ago with Yves Guillemot from fucking the head honcho of Ubisoft, talking about not heeding Nintendo's warning, like Doug Bowser and I don't know, I guess I don't know what his relationship was, Nintendo Japan and Nintendo America, but essentially said we kind of fucked up pushing Mario and Rabbids out of the door. Despite it being ready and a good game and it's finished, they wanted it to wait for the launch of the next Nintendo console, and instead they pushed it out at the end of 2022, and its performance in the end of 2022 leading into 2023 has been only okay. So tough times over there, but interesting credence lending to a new console coming out for Nintendo. We'll talk about that. We need to have that conversation at some point too. Does new Nintendo hardware go on the fucking board anywhere here? I don't know. But we can talk briefly about Pokemon. I would say, in some fashion, we see Pokemon here. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Jake, they do fucking Pokemon Directs and Pokemon Presents, and they're its own thing. So we would see things in one of three forms. The most likely one is they announce a Pokemon Presents. That's what they like to do. However, there are other options as well. Rumors for a very long time of them finally making good on Detective Pikachu, which came out obviously on the 3DS, but was supposed to come out on the Switch. It was announced as coming to the Switch. And we haven't heard about that game in like fucking 6 years or something. It's bonkers, bro. It's absolutely bonkers. The other thing would be, third option, DLC, chat. DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which has a name. We remember it. It's a cool name. It's easy to remember, chat. It's Hidden Treasure of Area Zero, of course. Of course. So good, so cool. The Teal Mask and the Indigo Disc. Those are dog shit names. Also, their fucking presentation, I think they botched the announcement of that. They were like, hey everybody, check it out. New Pokemon stuff is coming. However, it didn't fucking happen. God damn it, Mork. Treehorn, I need you to ban Mork for 10 minutes. And I need you to delete his message. I need you to delete the Nightbot message shouting out whoever he fucking just shouted out. Good shit. Good shit, Treehorn. All right. The other thing about Nightbot is a mod. You have to do that. No, you figured it out. Look, you did it. You did it. You're so good. Should I just time out Nightbot? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll time out Nightbot. So good. All right, that took care of business though, right? Hawk, welcome in. We're doing predictions. We've got a Nintendo Direct tomorrow at 10 a.m. your time, 7 a.m. West Coast time. You can figure out the rest, chat. But we're gonna figure out what's happening here. But what I was saying was, I think, actually, I'm not sure that matters as it is now. Yeah. Timeout probably unmodded Nightbot. You're probably right. That's mod Nightbot. Oh, that's /mon. I typed /mon Nightbot. yeah. Nightbot's back in action, baby. Pokemon announcement for their DLC fucking sucked. All they showed was like pre-rendered cartoon bullshit. Oh, it's coming back, baby! It's possible. Anything is possible. Does it make it onto our bingo card? Probably not. But we can try. We'll see what happens. So what we end up with is this fucking cartoon little image that pans around with an announcement for this Pokemon DLC, which is just fucking misses the mark. It's why I can't remember it. It doesn't have a good name. It showed off 2 new Pokemon that nobody cared about. The highlight of fucking Scarlet and Violet was its world, man. Show us that world. Show us these new areas we're gonna be going to. You should have just held that. And now it's been like fucking 4 months since they announced the DLC. No one fucking cares about it. Pokemon's not hot right now. I think they should have just shut their fucking mouths about it, and then when it was ready to be shown it. That's my hot take on Pokemon. That's where we're at for that. For more DLC that I think could pop up, I guess I really don't have that much else for DLC. We can talk about the, what's it called? Switch Online update. So there are things still at large right now for Switch Online, chat. There's actually a really weird, I guess we call it virtual, we'll call it Switch Online. Switch Online. And I mean, this is like a fucking shoe-in. Obviously, Switch Online is gonna help. 64. When they announced these games, let me see if I can find this little trailer here. Yeah, check this out. Check this out, gamers.
More Nintendo 64 games are on the way.
More Nintendo 64 games are on the way. Pilot Wings came out. They did good. Mario Party came out. They did good.
Mario Party 2.
Mario Party 2 came out. They did good.
Mario Party 3.
This is 9 months ago, chat. Mario Party 3 is not fucking out.
Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium came out. It's bad.
Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium 2, not out. 9 months.
1080 snowboarding.
1080 snowboarding, not out.
Excite Bike 64.
Excite Bike, not out. What's
These
happening?
games will gradually be added in the future. You
I
can
guess
play a
so.
selection of the-
I guess so. We're 6 months in, and you couldn't put out 5 fucking games? I don't know, man. What's happening here? Mario Party 3, Pokemon Stadium 2, Excitebike 64, and 1080 still at large 6 months in. What they did was they were on such a good cadence, chat, of putting out a 64 game every like 5 weeks or so after they announced 64 coming to the expansion pack. Then when they announced all the Game Boy stuff was coming, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, regular Game Boy, they started just making these once a month drops of like, oh, we don't actually have to put out a Super Nintendo, a Nintendo, like an NES, a Game Boy game, and a 64 game. We just have to have one like drop. So the last couple drops have been so fucking shitty, man. It sucks to see. It sucks to see. We're really getting nickel and dimed for those Nintendo Switch Online plus expansion pack drops. Ark, welcome in. It's absolutely a legendary stream. I'm glad you're joining us because look at the shit that we are getting into right now. We're talking all things Nintendo, baby. It is Nintendo bingo. We're setting ourselves up for success. So let's add Nintendo Switch Online shit. How do we represent that, chat? What's a good way to do that for Switch Online? We'll remember. This is Switch Online. This means Switch Online stuff. You can play it on your Switch Dogbone Nightmare controller. Chat, there's so much more. We need to talk about Metroid. The state of Metroid is... I don't want to say it's a sad state. It's been a good couple of years for Metroid, if we're being honest. It just hasn't been the couple of years that we've expected. The bingo is back. The bingo is back. So Metroid could pop up in a few different ways. How, you ask? Well, let me tell you. Obviously, we're on the heels of Metroid Dread and Metroid Prime Remaster. However, far, far before that, there was supposed to be Metroid Prime 4, which at this point just doesn't even seem like it fucking exists. Vaporware from Retro Studios. But I don't know. It could exist. It could exist. It could show at some point. The question is when and how far along will it be? I think that there's a good chance that the next time that we see Metroid is for the long-rumored Metroid 2 and 3 HD releases. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up in a world where we end up getting either a 2-pack for like $60 of Metroid Prime 2 and 3 remastered, or they continue to piecemeal and shadow drop. They could shadow drop Metroid Prime 2 remastered tomorrow, and I think it would sell gangbusters again. And they could do the secret thing too, where they put it out digitally first, and then a couple weeks later a physical edition, and you can go either way that you desire, and you'll be able to obtain that game that's been lost to time since the Wii, basically. It'd be pretty cool. Maybe some Kirby? Hawk, I'm glad you said that. I think so. I think that... Here's the thing. I've had this idea for a video essay for the longest time called Kirby, Nintendo's Little Whore. And I'll show you why. I'll show you why. Because Kirby's Nintendo's Little Whore is fucking why. If you want the honest answer. Check this out, chat. When you think of Kirby, here's what happens. You think of Dreamland 3. You think of Return to Dreamland. You think of Planet Robobot. You think of Forgotten Land. No doubt. No doubt. What you don't think about is fucking Mass Attack, is Fighters Deluxe, is fucking Triple Clash Deluxe, is Kirby's Blowout Blast, is Kirby Battle Royale, is Extra Epic Yarn Kirby, it's Super Kirby Clash, it's Fighters 2, it's fucking Dream Buffet, it's fucking Air Ride. They just spin Kirby out into whatever, dude. Kirby almost never misses a year. Look at this fucking list of games that they've put out for Kirby. It's a nightmare. Is Kirby being a whore some kind of sucking joke? Yeah. I like Dread, but it was kind of poopy. I like Dread. I like Dread. I don't love Dread. I like Dread. I love Dread. It's a tough call. I actually am pretty hot on Dread. I think that that's a really good fucking video game. And I think that... Shit, chat, who developed Metroid Dread? It's a really cool company. They did, It's not Retro. Retro's doing Prime 4. But, they did the remake of Samus Returns, right? Metroid 2 on 3DS was their first go. And they fucking nailed that remake, and then they got carte blanche to go out there and make a fucking Metroid 5, basically. which was, I think it was great. Just felt like a Fusion redo. Yeah, a little bit, but I like that. Fusion's fucking sweet. But being that Nintendo's little whore, I think that Kirby could pop up. You never bet against Kirby, is basically what it fucking boils down to. It would be stupid to. It would be very stupid to. Chat, any other ideas? Feel free to throw them out. I've got a list here that we can very easily use, but always willing to hear what you guys think might be on the horizon here. There's our boy. There's our pink guy. We love to see it. Chat, the easiest fucking thing that we do. Oh, obviously, for Kirby, I don't think we get anything substantial. I think it'll be one of those side games. We just got a remaster, and we just got Forgotten Land. A Forgotten Land sequel isn't out of the question, but I don't know exactly how it would pop up. This is the easiest prediction we'll make all day. Pikmin 4 is in the description. I almost thought about making it the fucking thing. What are the odds of a new cartoonish sports game? Huck, I'm glad you asked. Pikmin 4 is guaranteed to be here. We're gonna add our boy Olimar to this list because we deserve a fucking star, no doubt. But that's Nintendo's next big updated game. You know, people are very excited for it. It launches July for release date July 21st, as we all know and remember. And it's sure to fucking be here. All right, let's get a nice Pikmin image to put in here. We just need a little guy. Just show me a little guy real quick. Here's a little guy. Great guy, great guy. Here he comes. He's coming. There he is. Perfection. Chat, the vibes on this little fucking soundtrack we found have been immaculate. A lot of like super chill stuff. We'll see. Luigi's Mansion 4. I would fucking come and shit and piss all into my own mouth if that happens. I don't think it's in the cards. The studio that works on Metroid Prime 4, I think, is working on... All right, Metroid Prime 4. Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion 3 was developed by... what's it called? Fuck. I believe they did Mario Soccer last. Yeah. Okay. So it is developed by Next Level Games. Again, if you can't think of Next Level Games, what if I said it like this? Next Level Games. It's got Waluigi in it. Next Level Games did Super Mario Strikers, Mario Strikers Charged, a bunch of like third-party stuff. They got picked up as a first-party studio after they did Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon and Federation Force. Then they did Luigi's Mansion 3 in 2019, Mario Strikers Battle League in 2022. So they're on a pretty like stringent every 3-year development cycle for their video games. So I think it's too early. And I don't think, my guess, here's my guess. They're working on Luigi's Mansion 4. It's just not ready for this year because there's no way they're taking that franchise away from them. Luigi's Mansion 3 is a fucking hit. It's a certified banger of a video game. It's just too early. Mario Strikers Battle League is the last one came out, which actually brings me all the way around to my guess for what Hawk was talking about for cartoonish sports game. We have hit 3 of the 4 pillars for Nintendo Sports. All right. We have Mario Tennis Aces was the first one to come out on the Switch. We have representation there. Then we had Mario Golf Super Rush, I think, which was the second pillar. Last year we got Mario Strikers Battle League, which is the third pillar. There's only one missing, chat. There's only one missing. We need Mario fucking Super Sluggers on the Switch. It's time for Mario Baseball to come back. I really think that there's an opportunity where that shows up. I am gonna put it on the list. I feel like that's what they're probably fucking working on. Mario Super Sluggers last popped up in a really weird way. It came out as a Wii port from the GameCube version of Sluggers, I think, with new play controls. Is that right? Am I making this up? Is there only one Mario Sluggers game? No. I got it fucked up. It's not new play control. That was the Mario Tennis game that got it. There are 2. There's Mario Superstar Baseball and then Mario Super Sluggers for the Wii. That's what it is. But I would expect a new fucking Sluggers. It's high time. High time. Mario Sluggers. All right. Good shit. Good shit. Mario movie the game. I honestly think, chat, if you're just getting here, we are getting a 2D Mario game that is not a new Super Mario Brothers game. And I don't mean a brand new Mario Brothers game. I mean a capital N new Super Mario Brothers, as in New Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, Mario Brothers Wii, or New Super Mario Brothers Deluxe U, or whatever the fuck it's called. It's not that 3D, 2D Mario. It's a 2D Mario game in a new art style. I would not fucking be surprised if it is based off of the models from the Mario movie. It would devastate me inside and make me want to die. But I hope for an art style that sets it distinctly apart from any Mario that we've ever seen before. That would feel really nice to me. We'll see if we get it, but it's actually the first prediction here. It's the biggest rumor floating around besides Chrono Trigger and Mario RPG. I don't know. I think it could happen. I got Chrono spelled wrong, chat. Don't fucking... Don't leave. Chat, don't leave. Don't leave. Don't leave. Chat, don't leave. Chat, don't leave. It doesn't fit, but don't leave. Everything's fine. Everything's definitely fine. Look, it looks good. It looks good, everyone agrees. Everything's fine. Peaches, oh my god, I was talking last night about how, like, they're just gonna put out a Zelda. They're gonna announce, like, the Zelda movie, and it's gonna be with Jack Black as Ganondorf, and he just sings Zelda, 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 Zelda. Just the exact same fucking movie, but, you know, copy and paste that fucker in. Okay, we got Pikmin 4 on there, we got Mario Sluggers on there. That's it, here we go, yeah. Yeah, it's all happening. Chat, the longest running fucking prediction that I have had on this is the fucking Mario Odyssey team inside Nintendo has been working on a video game since 2017. Since 2017, since they put out fucking Odyssey. For as long as the Breath of the Wild team worked on Tears of the Kingdom, there has been the Mario Odyssey team working on a video game. They've had the exact amount of time. Think about how much time we spent hemming and hawing about fucking Tears of the Kingdom. Where is it? Where are the delays? Why is this game not out yet? What's happening internally? We've had so much conversation because it's been on the forefront and because it's been announced. Not once have we talked about what this fucking Odyssey team is doing because they haven't showed it. The reason is because they're working on their rumored 3D Donkey Kong video game, baby. The fucking idea of a Donkey Kong game that takes place in, like, New Donk City gets me so chubbed the fuck up, bro. I really, really need it to fucking happen. Will it ever happen? I don't know. I don't know if we ever end up actually seeing it, but I do believe that's what they are working on, and it would bring me such joy if it actually came to fruition. 3D Donkey Kong platformer that takes place in the Mario Odyssey universe would be so good. And I've theorized many times, chat, that this year is the year of Donkey Kong. There are telling signs that you can find if you look around. There is a Lego Donkey Kong set coming out. They have a Donkey Kong spin-off movie announced. I think we're gonna see a huge push from Nintendo over the next 2 years on fucking Donkey Kong. Write it down. Take it to the fucking bank. Take it to the bank. Let's talk about GameCube ports. There has been a rumor for a long time that the next big game to come out from the GameCube era on the Switch will be an F-Zero GX HD remaster, which that game, let me tell you, you like 3D racers, holds the fuck up. Holds the fuck up, bro. It is so good. F-Zero GX runs at like 60 frames per second, smooth as fuck. It couldn't be better. I think that could pop up and actually be the game that gets the Metroid treatment this year. I think it'll be a really fucking good time too. A very, very good time. F-Zero and Mario Sluggers are taken care of. I want to talk a little bit about Sakurai. We talked about him already, but I think it's been too long. I think he has alluded in his individual videos about maybe making Kid Icarus Uprising. We got a pit picture around here somewhere, right? Oh, we don't? We gotta get one. Kid Icarus Uprising. I think this game is gonna get ported to the fucking Switch. He has alluded to it directly on his YouTube channel about how it sure would be nice if we could play this game with new controls on a modern system. And I think after putting out Smash Brothers, this guy gets to do whatever the fuck he wants. He's got the golden ticket at Nintendo. Fucking kidding me? You put out Smash Brothers Ultimate with every character ever and all those fucking things? Damn. I think they'll do something for Persona. I think you're right. Gingerbeard, I think you're right. I think Persona is a fucking shoo-in. I am absolutely down to put that in there. Even if it's just recapping everything from the last Xbox event where they have like Persona 3 HD or whatever the fuck it is, and perhaps even Tactica show off. I think that's enough. Nintendo seems to have a pretty good relationship with Sega and Atlus these days. I think it only makes sense that we put our boy Joker on here. Let's add it to the list. Let's add it to the list. Persona 5's popping up. But Kid Icarus 2, baby. I think it's fucking coming. Oh, I did the thing again, chat. I fucking put this picture into OBS. It's hard, man. It's hard streaming with these multiple interfaces. Not every streamer can just hop in here and do this bullshit. Takes a little bit of skill and a lot of multitasking, which I'm not fucking great at. Lots of ums and ahs, even more than usual, from a stream that usually has a lot of ums and ahs. But we make it work. We make it work. Persona's gonna pop up. That's a fucking gimme. And chat, if you're just joining us, we are putting these all in order right now. I'll use an RNG for numbers 1 through 24, and we will redistribute these throughout the document tomorrow so that we can actually have a bingo card to use in real time as we watch the direct together at 10 a.m. Eastern time right here on twitch.tv/ShakeTwitchin. Should be a fucking good time. But we're getting down to the end, and I still got a lot of stuff written down. Chat, you have anything else that you're thinking? Persona, yeah, they'll have a person there too. You're so right. I kept getting a little lag spikes, even though I don't have auto updates or anything. I just found out that there's a 33 gigabytes into a 48 gigabyte update for Halo Infinite. What is 48 gigabytes? I know they have a new season that dropped today that nobody fucking cares about, but god damn. Mario Kart 8 DLC, a shoe-in arc. I got it up here in the top right. I think Mario Kart 8 DLC is kind of taking the place of the Smash Brothers DLC, where every direct you would have the announcement for a brand new Smash character. Sakurai would come out and be like, please look forward to it. We are so excited to announce that Min Min is coming to fucking Smash. Nobody was excited for Min Min, but nonetheless, a good example. That also means that I'm gonna wrangle Jimmy Mac to wear his fucking Donkey Kong onesie, and then chat. Listen, I did it. We've talked about this, but you should know. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. When the Mario Kart 8 DLC comes out, I ordered the sunglasses. Hold on, chat. I ordered the sunglasses, and I bought the pink fucking face paint. I'm going to cosplay Roy Koopa and then race as Roy Koopa against you all for the Mario Kart 8 DLC. It's required that you attend. I'm just gonna fucking, from where the glasses end, I'm just gonna dye my whole fucking dome pink. And I'm gonna do a Roy Koopa cursed ass cosplay. I think it's gonna be fucking great. I have a realistic expectation. I would love to see more Lorelei in the laser eyes. Fuck yes. Future. That is such a good call. I would love to put it on here. Now that is from the team that made, I believe it's What Remains of Edith Finch. Am I right about that? Lorelei and the laser eyes. If it's not, it's another indie darling. Sayonara Wild Hearts. Yes, I get that fucked up. Two of my favorite little bite-sized games. You guys know how fucking much I love Sayonara Wild Hearts. You've heard enough of it on this channel. I'm positive of that. It's like my intro every other fucking night. But yes, Lorelei in the Laser Eyes is a great grounded prediction for what may pop up at the Nintendo Direct. I did the same thing, chat. I put this into OBS and not into Canva. Think that's Queen Latifah. You tell me someone who could do better VO for that game. I'll wait. No, I love the soundtrack to that game. The fucking intro is such a banger. Just on like we listen to it all the time, but listen to these. You guys know all of these songs. You know this one? Wild Hearts Never Die. So good. We listen to Mine all the time. Ooh. Ooh. Inside we listen to very often. Banger alert. Banger alert. And we listen to the title track. Sayonara Wild Heart. I think there's one more hidden around here somewhere, but those are the biggins. Those are the biggins, no doubt. Really good shit. I think you're absolutely right. I think we see Lorelei in the Laser Eyes. That was announced at a Nintendo Direct and really not shown since, and curiously missing from Lorelei. Curiously missing from all of the presentations this year. You got Bayonetta on there? I'm scared of Bayonetta right now. I'm scared of Bayonetta, and here's why. Bayonetta 3 came out in 2022, late 2022, and then on the heels of it, in March, comes out Bayonetta Origins, Cereza and the Lost High Heels. And I think you gotta let Bayonetta cook, man. You gotta let him chill a little bit. We went from no Bayonetta and clamoring for it to maybe a little bit too much Bayonetta within 6 months. I do own the vinyl, 2 copies of the game and a shirt of the game. Yeah. Good shit, Future. As you should. I have no Sayonara Wild Hearts. I would love to just get the t-shirt that I see Greg Miller rock it all the time, where it's just like the fucking heart emblem with the stripes on the side. Ooh, chat, look at this shit. For our next, is it weird when I get this close? For our next prediction, we must look to my shirt. Oh, that's Rex and Shulk, baby. Xenoblade Chronicles X. Or we'll just call it Xenoblade, you know? Let's just call it Xenoblade. I get it. Future Redeemed just came out. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 came out in 2022. Xenoblade Chronicles X is one of the best games that's trapped on the Nintendo Switch. And even if it's not Xenoblade Chronicles X that comes, it could be something along the lines of like a... I don't know. I think we could probably see no ports or anything like that, but not rumored, but I think a lot of people have predicted over the years that like it would make a great Koei Tecmo beat 'em up game, where if they were able to just grab the team that made Hyrule Warriors to do a very similar thing with the Xenoblade 1 through 3 cast, they could have a fucking banger of a game. Would it be ideal? Would it be a perfect situation? Nay, it wouldn't be. But would it be more Xenoblade for me to fucking feast on? You're fucking goddamn right it would be. And I'd lose my goddamn mind. I'd be so fucking excited. So excited. What up, homie? Let me in. You're just in time. Look who's chilling. Look who's chilling on the fucking board over here. Maybe we see some Kirby tomorrow. Who could say? Who could say? Could there be a second DLC for 3? There could be a second DLC. However, I don't know. It would be unprecedented. It would be unprecedented. We've only ever seen DLC packs that come out after the fact in the form of 2 had Torna. Definitive Edition had, after the fact, a DLC for Xenoblade 1, where it added Future Connected, and then obviously Future Redeemed as its kind of like pseudo standalone DLC there. I think that story is closed, especially if you've watched the ending of Future Connected. It's a question of where do they go next, and there are a couple options. There are people that want a Xenosaga 1 and 2 port. There was a international only Xenoblade game Shake had some very disparaging things to say about Kirby earlier. I did say Kirby is Nintendo's little whore, but we already knew that, and she's heard that take. She's heard that take before. But he is a new Switch. So that's the elephant in the room that we need to talk about, chat. Is there room for Nintendo Switch hardware reveal here? Does it cannibalize sales for the rest of the year on their games? And is it too early to announce? I don't see it launching before March of 2024. Quick pulse, chat. Where do you guys land on this? What do you think for Nintendo Switch hardware? Do you think we're seeing it? It's possible. Lemmy, how you been over there? It's good to see you in chat. We played a game, you gotta watch the VOD, that I think is right up your fucking alley. You have to watch the VOD for Little Gator Game. It is the most pleasant little platformer ever, with tons of characters. I did a fucking 1,000 voices. It is just like the sweetest little thing too. It's a story about, it's basically like a Zelda game, 3D. You're running around kind of platforming and doing a little bit of like exploration, but it's through the lens of like this little gator who is just trying to have fun with his big sister who's home from college, and she doesn't really have time to spend with him, and it's like him kind of coping with that. And it's so funny, it's so cute, it's so sweet. You'll absolutely adore it. Some light watching for you. Very good stuff. But I'm on the fence. I'm in the process of making a giant cow head for a baby shower. Is the baby shower for a cow? Please explain the context for needing a cow for the baby shower. I simply must know. I'm on the fence about hardware. I think it could show up tomorrow, chat. I really do, but I'm not positive. I've got a lot of stuff written down here too. I had, on the topic of Xenoblade, I had the Kaitos HD remasters on there. Oh, I didn't finish my thoughts on Xenosaga. For those of you that don't know, Xenosaga is a 3-part PS2 RPG that is in the Xeno universe with Xenogears and Xenoblades. Xenosaga are fairly popular games, but they were published by Bandai Namco, or Namco at the time. And since then, they've kind of been stuck in a little bit of a purgatory where now Monolith Soft is obviously a first-party Nintendo franchise. But even still, back on the DS, or maybe the 3DS, there was a Xenosaga 1 and 2 HD, or a Xenosaga 1 and 2 package that kind of retold through a different lens that story that was released only in Japan. They could very easily localize that and port that to a modern console. But we'll see. Oh, it's a stuffed animal. Gollum. I don't think Gollum's going to show up. Amigurumi. Is this gonna put me on a list for Googling? Oh, it's like a crocheting thing. I've seen this. This is like the Pokemon that you made. That's very cool shit. My sicko prediction is that MK1 gets a trailer and it has a bad frame rate in the trailer, or it comes out and the trailer isn't running on Switch. Yeah. I'd say that's a shoo-in because it is announced for Switch. Maybe a legacy MK drop with the first 4 games available online. I would fucking lose my mind. I would lose my mind. Last time we saw like an actual Mortal Kombat fucking collection, I really think was like Midway Arcade Treasures 3. I don't know. Lily's here. Lily, help me out. What console Xenosaga had a Nintendo release before it was a first-party console franchise? Xenosaga 1 and 2 HD came out for the DS or the 3DS? The original DS. It exists, chat, see? But it was Japan only. Japan only. This shit exists. There is a world where Xenosaga makes its way over. Is it making its way onto my fucking list today for predictions? No. No, it's not. But is Xenoblade? You're goddamn right it is. You're goddamn right. We have our Monado representation on the list. Xenoblade is here. So we're getting to the point now, chat, where we have 5 more slots to fill. And I've got a lot of predictions left. We've basically covered like first-party stuff with a little insertion of third-party material in here. We can go through and recap once we get to the 24th, because I think we should drop some and add some, or maybe clarify some. So for right now, let's just pound down the list. Professor Layton is absolutely on my list. Saga or X for Switch, please. X is basically what I'm presuming. X HD port would make the most sense. But a spin-off of sorts would work. I think Future was saying maybe a third or a fourth DLC for 3, which would be unheard of, but would be fucking awesome. I'll take it in any form. If Xenoblade shows up, if they say the word Xenoblade, I'm coming and shitting and pissing. It's all happening. New IP from Monolith. It's weird. I had written down here Bat and Kaitos, and then for no fucking reason today, Nintendo just dumped out trailers for 2 games that I thought for sure would show up at the Direct. So Bat and Kaitos 1 and 2, which were developed by Monolith Soft, both showed up on the last Nintendo Direct, but now they got release dated for soon via a standalone trailer today, so I guess it's not going to show up at this Nintendo Direct. Bat and Kaitos is coming out September 14th was the release date, and they showed 1-2 Switch. They showed the worst trailer ever for 1-2 Switch. It's a fucking nightmare. It's a fucking nightmare. Professor Layton though, chat. Professor Layton is worth talking about because that game is announced with no... Does it even have a subtitle yet? I think this is a really good guess. This is one of those games that has always felt first party despite not being first party. I think Nintendo might have published some Professor Layton games at one point or another, if I'm being honest. But I could see it popping up. I could see him popping up. Let's add him in here for right now and see if he does. We'll see if he makes it to the final cut. I think it's a pretty good guess. It's one of those things where it's like we have to weigh it against hopes and dreams. Like, looking at this list right now, what do I want more? New Professor Layton or F-Zero GX Remaster? The answer, F-Zero GX Remaster. What is more likely to show up at the Direct? Professor fucking Layton. It's tough. Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. Shadow Stripes, thanks so much for being here. Welcome in, everybody. Say hi to Shadow Stripes, they're new. Just kidding. We don't want to make you a pariah right off the bat. Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow is not a bad call. What we do though is we've kind of encapsulated Pokemon, and that's another really interesting one too. So we went through and we have Pokemon right here, and there's so many ways that Pokemon could show up. Detective Pikachu has been missing for 7 years. Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow hitting Nintendo Switch Online would make a lot of sense. There's also the DLC for Violet and Scarlet that's been announced but not really shown off. They could just announce a Pokemon Presents. And then there's the long-rumored Let's Go Johto. Right? Johto is the Kanto's first, Johto's second? Yeah, Let's Go Johto. Professor Layton in the New World of Steam. Saving time for the presentation because there's a lot to show. I think that's probably the best guess. The other guess is the trailer for Bat and Kaitos was dog shit, and so was the 1-2 Switch one. Maybe they just don't want to show their turds. They're doing a lot of Pokemon stuff. I'm sure it'll pop up in some way. Yeah, it's always a toss-up, Shadow, where it kind of goes back and forth between... Every once in a while, they'll do Pokemon stuff in the Nintendo Direct, but more often than not, they'll do like a tease of Pokemon stuff, and they'll say, tune in on July 3rd for Pokemon Presents, and that's where they'll have all the Pokemon stuff actually like sit. It'll be like, here's updates for Pokemon Masters EX, here's updates for Pokemon Unite, here's a DLC trailer for Violet, here's the next Pokemon mainline game. They'll hit all of that stuff all at once, which I think is kind of cool. Sometimes. But Professor Layton, great fucking pull. We can talk third party, but I have a couple more things written down here. Again, we're gonna skip Bat and Kaitos, we're gonna skip 1-2 Switch just because they got new stuff today, which is so weird. But for other first party things, chat, there's been a long rumored Fire Emblem DLC for Engage, but also a remake of Fire Emblem 4, which is, let me look, Fire Emblem 4 I believe is the first Fire Emblem that came to the US. It is the one, yeah, it's Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War. It is not the one that came to the US. I don't believe. But it's been rumored for a long time. Let's see, Fire Emblem series. What a great stream, no cringe here. Mork, you fuck. Treehorn, can you ban Mork again? I think it's funny. No way any Pokemon game is showing up on NSO. You're paying $60 for that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You might be right. Nintendo's in their nickel and diming era. Where they're like, yeah, you want it? Pay up, motherfucker. I think Fire Emblem's a good bet. I don't know if we throw it on there. Let me just throw out to you guys what I have written down for like the remainder of stuff that could show up. All right, and then you guys tell me what you think should make the list for these last 4. So, Silksong, curiously absent from everything. I think a lot of people think that it's now kind of identified with Microsoft, but if you ask me what console Hollow Knight is synonymous with, it's not Microsoft, it's not Xbox, it's Nintendo, man. Hollow Knight feels like a Nintendo video game. So we could see it. It has its chance to pop up at the Summer Game finale, which is essentially this. Mum has been the word on Dragon Quest III HD remake. I think it could happen. The Silksong clowning has been happening forever. Yeah, it's a nightmare. But we said that all last year too. They were like, there's no hope for fucking Silksong. And then it showed up at the Microsoft show with a release date of supposedly in the last 12 months. That didn't pan out so well. Metacross, you have to ban. No, Mork, he's not a repeat offender. you're a nightmare. If you get DQ, then you'll get Infinity Strash Dragon Quest The Adventure of Dai. I know, you're right. It looks so shitty. They also have, they like really quietly announced, what's it called too? A Dragon Quest Monsters game for the first time in a long time. We got that Dragon Quest Treasures, which was a Switch exclusive game as well. I wonder when that's gonna go multi-platform. That's not gonna stay stuck on there forever. I think that game kind of failed too. I wanted to like it, but I like didn't even play it, and I'm a huge Dragon Quest XI fan. But Dragon Quest III was announced at like the Dragon Quest 30th anniversary thing, 35th anniversary thing, like a year and a half ago, and we haven't seen anything about it. It's like, looks identical to Octopath Traveler, only it's Dragon Quest. I don't know. We could see it. Silksong, obviously. Chat, there are 2 big elephants in the room with Final Fantasy right now, where at this point it would be so stupid to ever deny that the Nvidia leak is anything but completely fucking true. And Final Fantasy IX and Final Fantasy Tactics are nowhere to be seen yet still. And I get it, maybe they're not trying to convolute. They already went a step further than I thought they would by showing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in such a big way at Summer Game Fest right before Final Fantasy 16 comes out. I don't know if they want to muddy the waters even further and show fucking Final Fantasy IX or Final Fantasy Tactics right before, days before, a day before Final Fantasy fucking 16 drops. I feel like you start to cannibalize your own franchise if you do that. Hey, Ultimo Greninja 21, very good name. We love Greninja. We love Greninja. Greninja, hot or not, chat? You don't have to answer. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. 2 kinds. 2 kinds. So I'm guessing that we don't see that. I feel like Ghost Trick, Raincoat, Disney Illusion Island will all be there. I don't know if they're bingo worthy. It's a tough call. I'll also throw into that the new Fantasy Life game into that category. Would fit really perfectly there. I think Ghost Trick maybe is the one most likely to show up. Disney Illusion Island seems like one that fits the Nintendo MO. I think it was first announced there. There's also a bunch of stuff that was announced over the last couple of weeks that would fit in really well. Seeing a little more Sonic Superstars. I don't know. Speaking of FF9, I'm playing it right now. Ultimo, thanks for chatting too. Follow and a chat. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's 2 new chatters. Shadow and Ultimo. You guys are like the dynamic duo. If Shadow follows, we're 2 and 2, baby. Not required. I hope we see Nintendo Switch Online themes and alternate chat options. Holy shit. That would be so good. I'd think that we throw it in with like, we kind of go for this like encompassing thing. So if you look at like our list, our translation of what these are, chat, if you're joining us for the first time, the idea behind this is we come up with 24 pretty loose predictions that kind of cover an umbrella of stuff, because there's too many predictions to have to really get everything like encompassed into one. So when we have an icon like Zelda at the top, where you see Link up there in the middle, it just says Zelda, and we're gonna give ourselves credit. We're gonna give ourselves the fucking star tomorrow while we're watching it if anything Zelda pops up, whether that is Tears of the Kingdom DLC, whether that is Wind Waker or Twilight Princess HD ports, whether it is whatever that Link's Awakening team is working on. Perhaps they give us Oracle of Ages or Seasons or a Link to the Past remakes. Who could know? Fantasy Life, insert worst subtitle ever. Yeah, I think that's how they do it. Gingerbeer, are you playing FF9 for the first time? It's really good shit. But to clarify Ultimo, what we have is directly next to the Pokeball in the center, this little guy right here is sort of indicating for us Switch Online functionality, whether that is new drops for like the Nintendo 64 backwards compatibility. We'll see. And I would think that if we get NSO themes, we're giving ourselves the green star on that. I love that. And fucking A, how is this console 7 years old with no themes? The fact that it has dark mode is an absolute miracle. And thank God. A Harvest Moon or Story of Season style game should just be the free space. You're right. A farming sim of some sort is no fucking doubt coming. You think we're gonna get any Nintendo Switch sports updates? Golf came out, correct? Golf came out? I think no. I think that game sits and chills. I think it's done everything that it needs to do. My big guess for Nintendo Sports this time around, chat, was to fulfill the fourth pillar of Nintendo Mario sports games. We had Mario Tennis Aces, we had Mario Golf Superstar Super Rush, and then we had Mario Strikers Battle League all come out over the last 5 or 6 years. There's only one pillar remaining, and that's Mario Sluggers. So I think if we're gonna see any like Switch sports iteration hit the consoles, it would probably be baseball, just to get all 4 of those have their full representation. Something to revive Animal Crossing. I think it might be early. Animal Crossing's sitting pretty right now. I think it could be fine. It got its DLC, its last big DLC push in like 2021, and the thing about Animal Crossing is that unless they're fucking up in a grand fashion, they leave it to one Animal Crossing per generation, which I think is the right way to do it. It's when you get into like Animal Crossing fucking Amiibo Festival and Happy Home Designer and shit is how you fuck up. You know, like if you look at the Wii U iteration and like the 3DS, DS iterations of Animal Crossing, you get a little fucking iffy with the quality of Animal Crossing. You start to dilute your franchise a little bit. So I don't know. And yeah, that's such a good fucking point, Future, is like, how do you top Animal Crossing? Chat, do you know? Let me look at the fucking name. The fucking Animal Crossing is like the second biggest seller ever on the Switch, I think. After, am I correct on this? It's after Mario Kart 8, which of course is huge because it's fucking packed in with every Nintendo Switch, and it's the gift that keeps on giving. But the dude that made Animal Crossing is also the guy who did Splatoon 3. This motherfucker does not miss. He works on everything that's important and cool. It's Hisashi Nogami, chat. That's the name of Nintendo right now, that if you don't know Nogami, write it fucking down and put it somewhere important. You're gonna hear Iwata, Miyamoto, Sakurai, Nogami. He's a fucking legend. Nogami did Animal Crossing. He worked pretty heavily on Smash Bros. Ultimate before Sakurai took over, and then Splatoon 3. It's literally like 3 of the 5 best-selling Nintendo Switch games are all this one dude. He's the guy who comes out during the Nintendo Directs and does like, come on and check out Splatoon 3. That's Nogami. Comes out in his little fucking lab coat and shit. Star Wars Hunters is such a good guest, chat. I have that drafted in the Toxic Degenerate League. Future. It's a real shitty fucking looking game, but I bet we see it. I don't know. Something stinks over there. Where's that game been? Saw it on PS Plus and was scrolling through Gingerbeard. Good shit. How about ARMS 2? Man, I think Nintendo wants to forget that ARMS happened. I think they want to forget. Give me Sunset Riders. Good pick, dude. Good pick. ARMS. Who was I making fun of earlier? Min Min. I made fun of Min Min a lot. Hope to get a better boxing game or a better wrestling game. I think right now their big hope for like a wrestling game is that WrestleQuest game. It's an indie, but it looks really good and it's got some old licensed stuff. ARMS 2 legs. That's good shit. Ring Fit Adventures 2. Why did you gain that weight back? It's a very good idea. Listen, Ring Fit Adventure fucking slaps, but I would love to see that again. And that game secretly sold like 14 million copies or something during the pandemic. Like that game fucking popped off. And is like, I think kind of a forgotten. I don't think it gets as much credit as the Wii Fit does, but I think it deserves to be like mentioned in the same breath. Pretty cool shit for a first-party Nintendo game. Really good stuff. All right, chat. What are we thinking for these last 4 spots? I think Layton stays for sure. Do we put Silk Song on there? Do we put Silk Song on there? That game was released at absolutely the right time. I couldn't agree fucking more. I couldn't agree more. Chat, it's time for the worst part of the night. If you're not up to date, chat, or if you're new here, I am an avid Pepsi fan. And last week we played Pepsi Man. And I made a bet that if I didn't finish Pepsi Man, I'd have to drink Coke for a week. I'd have to drink Coke for 7 streams, because I don't stream every single day. So this is like day 4 of drinking fucking Coke. And it sucks. And every day I actually like it less. I actually like it less. Thoughts on Squirt? Pause. Poggers. Oh, the drink. I think grapefruit is underrated. Yeah, I think Squirt's really good. I actually like it quite a bit. Let's go to a new Nintendo music to feel good. This is a perfect one to listen to. It's so perfect. You guys like feeling good, right? A console Rhythm Heaven would be so cool. Fuck yeah. Shadow. Let's listen to the jam. Let's listen to the jam. Oh. 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 Give me new Rhythm Heaven, dude. I fucking love it. I really like Rhythm Heaven is, I think, one of the big franchises that's been left dormant since the Wii that should come back. I think it's so fucking good. Squirt and Soko is pretty good. I don't like Soko with anything. That tastes like cough syrup. Was that Mario Sunshine? Is that supposed to make me feel good? I think so. Yeah. Yeah. The Cokes of the Pin. Yeah. You guys, I see you're in fucking Junction over there. Cohorts and crimes. I would love that. Just Dance 623? Nah. Just Dance finally got it right, dude. They did Just Dance like 2022 or something, was just rebranded as Just Dance. And Just Dance now is like a games as service, live service video game where it just is a platform that exists. And when they release Just Dance 2023 or 2024 or Just Dance Rock Hits, it all just goes into the same fucking platform, funneled in. You can play it from your phone, you can play it on multiple consoles. Like, Ubisoft actually did something right. Ubisoft took a fucking rare break from sexually harassing women to create a good platform for Just Dance. Oh shit. We have fun. Style Boutique 3. At this point, if Nintendo released Style Boutique 3, I'd fucking play it. Style Savvy, I'd be fucking in. Big Brain Academy 2024, you're a dumb bitch. So true. Assassin's Creed for Switch, huh? I bet that we get that, chat, help me out. Which one is it Codename Jade? Is Codename Jade the mobile one? I bet that hits Switch soon after it launches on mobile. I feel like power-wise, that would be the right fit. I could see that happening. I think that could happen. Is that the end of my list? Dragon Quest, Silk Song, Final Fantasy Tactics, Fantasy Life. Oh, Outer Wilds is the last thing that I have written down here. Chat, again, I must give you my fucking public service announcement. If you have not played Outer Wilds for any console, you're fucking your life up and you deserve to do it. You deserve to play Outer Wilds. You matter to me and you deserve to play Outer Wilds. But Outer Wilds was supposed to come out like a year ago already, and they've had some development issues, I believe, with that game, and it has not dropped. It popped up at like 2 directs in a row and then has been curiously absent. There was a tweet from Mobius Digital, which, by the way, Mobius Digital, the creators of Outer Wilds, owned by fucking the guy who played Hero in Heroes. Look it up. A new Captain Toad or Yoshi game. I think neither of those are dead and buried. I think Captain Toad was a certified hit for a budget game, and I think a new Yoshi game is a shoo-in because Yoshi's Crafted World and Yoshi's Woolly Worlds are fucking sick. Is Outer Wilds short? Yeah. Outer Wilds is, depending on how your brain functions, and there's no wrong way to play Outer Wilds, it's between 8 and 12 hours. Outer Wilds could be at the Annapurna Showcase on 6/29. They could double dip at Nintendo as well. Such a good call. I guarantee we get a update on the 29th. I think you're absolutely correct. I could really see that happening. All right, we're listening to fucking Monkey Ball songs. We're supposed to be listening to Nintendo songs that make us feel good. Remember? Fucked that up ever so slightly. But Outer Wilds is a game that's very like non-linear. It's a loop-based game. I wouldn't call it like a roguelike or light, but it is a very interesting time-based video game. It's just so good. There's like a couple games that I recommend to everybody if you like to feel things in video games, and they are Outer Wilds, What Remains of Edith Finch, Sayonara Wild Hearts, and Before Your Eyes. Those are my 4 big like holy shit fucking video games. I'm all about games that make me feel or experience or play something in a way that I've never played or experienced something before, because it's tough. Video games are retreaded ground more often than not, and all 4 of those games for different reasons have moved me to fucking tears for different, I don't know, different emotions that it's made you feel. So fucking good. So fucking good. Did I play Spiritfarer? I played like 15 minutes of Spiritfarer and I wasn't feeling it, but I think I need to. I'll play Outer Wilds tomorrow. I've been looking for something short before Final Fantasy 16. You're only gonna have like a day. I don't know how your day looks if you're off and you're gonna fucking binge it, but Outer Wilds is a little bit of like a slow roll to get into. You gotta really commit. But I can't recommend it enough. I highly doubt, even with how excited I am for Final Fantasy 16, which by the way, chat, Final Fantasy 16 stream 24 hours from now, baby. 24 hours from now. We're fucking doing it. I doubt I like Final Fantasy 16 more than Outer Wilds. I'd have to recommend it. I'm gonna stream 16, so I won't play until Friday. Got it. Makes sense. Very dope shit. All right, chat. How are we feeling on these last 4 spots? We've talked a lot about these last 4 for the last few minutes. I feel like we give it a shot with Silksong. It'll feel really miserable if we fuck up, but it'll feel really good if we get it. So let's add Silksong as one of the images in there. And if all hell breaks loose, it's okay. We tried really hard. What else do you guys think should be here on this list? What makes the cut for you? You must know. If I don't know, I'm gonna get really mad. Here we go. Silksong is our beloved Hornet. Chat, don't judge me, but I've only played like a couple hours of Hollow Knight. I know, fake gamer boy. Maybe I'll see it through one day. Maybe. And chat, again, if you're just joining us, these are not in order right now. Well, they are in order right now. What I'll do tomorrow is I'll do a random number generator for 1 through 24, and I'll make us a bingo card so that when we're reacting to the Nintendo Direct tomorrow on this very channel here at twitch.tv/JakeTwitchin at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, we can go through and see if us as a collective have created something magical. Let's see. Announcement that they're returning to mini discs for physical games. That'd be fucking sick. GameCube, 100% the cutest discs on the planet. Everybody agrees. Rated, welcome back. What's going on? We're doing Nintendo Direct Bingo. There's a huge event tomorrow, just over 12 hours, just under 12 hours from now, that we're going to be streaming. So we're going to try to narrow it down. Good to see you again. 2 times in a row. That's a new chatter, baby. We love it. GameCube discs look the most edible. Yeah, they're definitely the cutest. We must protect GameCube games at all costs. Unless one of you guys fucking tells me not to, I'm gonna add Dragon Quest on here, and I'm gonna add Fire Emblem on here. I think that's the way to do it. I'm gonna add a Dragon Quest slime, And we'll call that could be Dragon Quest 12, that could be Dragon Quest Kai, that could be Dragon Quest Monsters, that could be Dragon Quest fucking Builders 3, and that could be Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D remake. Any of the above. We'll take it. We will take it. And then Fire Emblem, I really think that there's probably 2 shots for Fire Emblem, chat. I believe that they would end up being they'd end up being probably that Fire Emblem 4 remake that's been rumored for a while now. And then maybe more likely, I would assume that it would be DLC for Engage. Which, I mean, the DLC for Engage is like good, not great, right? That's like nobody's really clamoring for it, but I don't think anyone would be mad that they saw it. They'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Of course. Of course there's DLC for that video game. Which leaves us, chat, with just one last spot. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's the shoe-in? What's not on this list that's going to fucking be here tomorrow? As dumb or uneventful as it may be. Which one is it? I must know. I leave this one to you. Drew Valley. Gerudo. I fucking say Gerudo my entire life. And then Tears of the Kingdom crams Gerudo down my fucking throat. And I've had to put up with it ever since. I think Disney Illusion Island. Future, I'm fucking with you. I'm with you. Chat, when are we gonna get to the next Kingdom Hearts fucking spin-off? What the hell? What the hell? It's high time. In fact, I'm mad. It's been too long. Also DLC? Oh, I fucking wish, bro. Boom everywhere. I'm just gonna write Mickey here. Or I'll write Disney Illusion Island. You guys get the idea. I really think that it's been too long, man. Like, we had Kingdom Hearts 3 and then we had Melody of Memories on the heels in 2020. It's now been 3 years, and that's what they do. Like, that's their whole MO. Like, that's what you're supposed to do, Square Enix. You put out weird, shitty little Kingdom Hearts games that only I care about, and I fucking eat, bro. I eat. When do I get to eat again? It's been too long. It's been too long. Chat, we have our list. I'm going to take a big haul of this subpar cola, and we're going to talk about every single thing and recap it. Put a Disney logo, so it's Illusion Island, Dreamlight Valley, and Star Wars Hunters that all count. Absolutely. Absolutely. Please don't come for me, Disney. I'm just using your logo. Companies are usually cool if you use their logos, right? Oh, shit. Good stuff, chat. Good stuff. Good stuff. They're not paying attention to the little guys, though. They're busy. All right, chat. From the top, we have Mario, of course. We have Kingdom Hearts, MOM, Melody of Memories. Now we need Kingdom Hearts Dad, Delusion and Despair. I would fucking play that. It would be Dreams in Distance. Dream at Distance. I don't know. All right, 2D Mario is the huge rumor right now, chat. That is our first square. We're obviously going to go top to bottom, left to right on all of these. The rumor right now, 2D Mario game. It is not in the new Super Mario Brothers series. It is a brand new art style, new take on 2D Mario video games. Brand new announcement coming tomorrow. Then there's rumors of a Super Nintendo RPG remake. I gave us 2 slots for this because all signs right now point to Squaresoft. Ancient Squaresoft, Square Enix, and some sort of collaboration with Nintendo in the form of Super Mario RPG or Chrono Trigger. For Zelda, we have Tears of the Kingdom DLC, we have Wind Waker or Twilight Princess HD collections, we have, of course, whatever that Link's Awakening team is working on, probably a new top-down, cutesy, artsy one. Mario Kart 8 DLC is a fucking shoo-in. If we don't see that, I don't know. I'll do something crazy. I'll cosplay as Roy. You weren't expecting that, were you, chat? Splatoon 3 DLC, I think we see Splatoon 3 Side Order, which is the kind of black and white, weird watercolor looking Splatoon 3 standalone DLC, the big pack. The one that brings me back to Splatoon. The last DLC pack doesn't bring me back to Splatoon. This one brings me back to Splatoon. Rabbids. I think we see Ubisoft show up in some form with probably DLC for Rabbids. Pokemon we talked about very recently. If it's Let's Go Johto, awesome. If it's DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, awesome. If it is some sort of fucking event for Pokemon Unite, awesome. If it's the announcement of a Pokemon Presents, you'll never get this. Guess this. Awesome. We also have Nintendo Switch. If that's hardware, we're going to give it to ourselves. If it's Nintendo Switch Online stuff, we're going to give it to ourselves. And if it is any sort of like Nintendo Switch Online functionality, whether that's themes or new shit, we're fucking in. No shot it's hardware. I wouldn't take that bet. I wouldn't bet against you. Metroid Prime 4, Prime 2 Remake, Prime 3 Remake, Prime 2 and 3 Bundle Remake, Metroid 6, whatever comes after Dread. Sure. All the above. However you want to show up. Metroid, we'd be happy to see you. Kirby, aka as previously established, Nintendo's little whore. Will you show up in some weird side spin-off game? You might. Go look at Kirby's games. You haven't heard of half of them. They pump them out. This guy rarely misses a fucking year. Pikmin 4 might as well have been our fucking free space, chat. It's gonna be there, and it's gonna be the game that we see the most of tomorrow. 100%. It's their big one. Mario Super Sluggers. A boy can dream. Donkey Kong. In any form, we'll be happy, but Donkey Kong from that Mario Odyssey team, 3D platformer, New Donk City, count me in. F-Zero, Captain Falcon in any way? Oh, give me like a third-person shooter Captain Falcon game. That'd be sick. But probably an F-Zero GX remaster from the GameCube in the similar fashion to the way that they did Metroid Prime is how I would guess to see it. Sakurai has carte blanche. Go do whatever you want on the Switch. You know what he's going to want to do? He's going to want to port Kid Icarus Uprising, and it's going to be amazing. Persona, I don't know if we see something new. I think we'll probably see some sort of combination of that Persona 3 Reload or whatever the fuck it's called. Probably Persona 5 Tactica. We'll see Persona. Sega, Atlas, they're going to show up. Lorelei in the Laser Eyes, which I think is such a great indie pick from the Sayonara Wild Hearts developers. We will probably see that show up again. We didn't see it this year yet at any of the big summer conferences, and it was originally premiered as a Nintendo game. Let's find out. Xenoblade, my guess is Chronicles X. We would be happy with any Xeno anything. Xeno Saga, Xeno Gears, Xenoblade, Xenoblade spin-off, Xenoblade DLC, Xenoblade port. We'll fucking take it. Rebecca's here grabbing third. There's been like 30 people in chat. It's been a very busy night, and nobody grabbed third. I love that. We'll take it. Professor Layton, I think, is a shoo-in. Something, Professor Layton in the Mean Steam Machine, I believe is the name of the subtitle. We'll see if it's here. Hollow Knight, Silk Song, we'll see. Dragon Quest, Fire Emblem, Disney. We don't need to recap that. We just did it, chat. I think that we have created something spectacular. Something spectacular. But chat, we're going to find out so soon. I'll RNG this. I'll create our bingo card. We will get it put into OBS for tomorrow morning in just 11 hours. We'll be live again doing this shit. I mean, there's just 2 before me. I'm 3. Yeah, totally. It's beautiful. You're so kind to me. Really fucking dope shit. I think that we're going to be onto something here. We'll get this all RNG'd out, and we'll find out together tomorrow. But chat, that's not all for tonight. The stream has only just begun.